I'll never regret.
Do you have such blind courage? Don't you ever feel regret? Stay away.
Catch up. Dreams do come true.
In the mood for another beating? Nice like it, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Grace and elegance. Existence is unity.
Let's improvise. Let the show begin!
Step up, let's see ya.
I can't become a fool like you. And I won't agree with your choices. Every petal and all will be swept away by the wind.
The mood is set. Let the show begin!
Nice like a good, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Dreams do come true.
I failed. Just like how I failed in life.
The performing arts had given you so much pain, Miss Note. Why did you choose to remain on Penacony's stage?
Because I still remember how the rough prisoners fell silent and the crying children smiled whenever I started to sing. Those small moments at Penacony has changed. After so many amber eras, it's become almost unrecognizable. Anyway, it's time to end this.
Then, as with the first command spell, I return your name to you. On behalf of Penacony, Asuna. Even if they have trademarked your name and stripped you of everything, that does not make you an unknown failure. Hold your head high, Mother of Iris. With the second command spell, I return to you the testament of your existence as a heroic spirit. Your death was what made singers and artists realize the need to reclaim their freedom and dignity for merchants. You are not some forgotten shadow. You are the founder of the Iris family, one of the 5 major lineages of Penacony. That's why you chose to borrow that name, isn't it? A figure shaped by your students and friends, by Maven and the Watchmaker. Miss Note, the one who sang freely in Dreamville.
No more. I don't want to hear anymore.
With the third command spell, as your junior on the stage, I return to you your freedom as a person. Mother of Iris, you will no longer be controlled by anyone from this moment on. You will now. This farce is nearing its end. But I hope you can step out of the Grand Theater before you disappear and meet Penacony's artists. You are still a hero to them, no matter the slanders your name bear.
Boothill and the others got out too. Should I go check on them?
A different life? Penacony's dream bubbles are pure cancer. The Charmony Festival nearly killed me. And that servant's fantasy almost finished the...
So, where did she put you?
I had a dream where I could never win. I got to live as an obedient serf and gave up on even the thought of gambling.
Darn right. Quit gambling. That's quite the educational dream you had.
And you?
Me? I had
Looks like Lady Osner has failed. What a shame. She was just one step away from tearing the flame of dreams off the servants and tossing them into the Holy Grail as fuel. But that's the business world for you. No matter how capable your collaborator is, you gotta handle them.
Oh, budgethead. It's time to tell us what kind of stinking pie you're cooking up with this Holy Grail.
Oh, I've lived for 10 Ember eras already. As long as I give the word, my medical team can squeeze a few more years out of these old bones. What a great misunderstanding. There are no enemies that can...
Good point. But I'm still very curious about...
Miss, what you're talking about is something only the Genius Society would upset. I've been very clear about this from the start. The Charmony Festival met a hasty wrap. And Penacony needs a fresh economic boost. We need to create a business venture that will grab the Holy Grail that grants wishes is just the golden goose we need. If this ritual works, then Penacony will own a glorious show to keep the money rolling in for 10 more Ember Eras. A carnival that even the Charmony Festival can't compete with, even if I do have some personal objectives in this first ever Penacony Holy Grail War. That's none of your... What I like is watching people swarm into Penacony, spending their entire fortunes just to buy a chance to enter the Holy Grail War. I like having alfalfa credits pour out of the Gilded Hour, entering the I like seeing my business rivals being crushed and manipulated, and then lose everything in the end. I like to acquire companies that I've never heard of, fusing them into my empire with a mere wave. The Golden Hour will set the prices for goods based on my desires, and the Blue Hour will craft Penaconian fashion based on my... Do you honestly believe Penacony was built on empty ideas like dreams and wishes? No. What truly underpins and supports the city is what you deem crude. It's the unending flow of money. On this rock called money... It seems you're all eager to prepare for my demise. But since there can only be one winner in this game, how do you plan to decide the victor after I bow out? Why don't we discuss a collaboration instead? Whoever can eliminate the others shall have the chance to make their wish to the whole. We can even formalize it with a contract.
We need to whip this fella's hind end.
Well, I've already been the scapegoat once today, so I'll...
If you are all so keen to make me your enemy, I suppose I'll have to become the final challenge. The rules said a master is supposed to summon a historical figure as their servant to enter the Holy Grail War, but who should I summon? Should I get the washed-up director I sponsored? Or the legendary star whose name I purchased? No, they are not worthy of being my... That's when a thought crossed my mind. Why not summon myself? A person who's still standing strong after 10 Ember Eras of business intrigue. Isn't this living legend staring back at me in the mirror? I used myself as the catalyst. I wanted to see how the business magnate Oti reflected in the history of Penacony would respond to my call as a servant. I wanted to The answer really hurts. To them, I'm nothing but a parasite, sucking out the sap of Penacony's oak from the top. A bug, madly devouring.
said, let the show begin! I order you, Saber! Destroy all that is evil!
Nice, like a good friend. Indulge yourselves!
There's more to life.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating?
Crush it, Saber!
With the power of the command spell, I command you to release your noble phantasm and shatter the Holy Grail!
Is this grand theater ever gonna see a day of peace? I'm starting to feel bad for the Bloodhounds and the Dreamweavers.
No need to feel bad for a heritage building insured with hundreds of different policies. Old Odie would never allow himself to lose a single coin over that. Unfortunately, no master was harmed in the making of this show. Even if we tried to hold him accountable, he'd probably just brush it off with his usual tricks. The best legal team money can buy, and sky-high compensation. And I fear the Holy Grail War has already given him returns far beyond what he's put into it. The silver lining is that this little spectacle will serve as the perfect excuse during negotiations for Madame Jade to pry open an even bigger opportunity in Penacony.
These Penaconian rules, stinking of money, won't keep me down. Lancer, let's go take care of that. Such a shame, brother. If we ever cross paths again, I'll take you to the finest honky-tonk in the cosmos for...
Let's skip the last-minute psychoanalysis, all right? And when it comes to fashion, you're not much better than me, Guardian of Humanity.
Holy Grail. Broke. People have pursued it, fought for it, made sacrifices for it, and died for it. Much like they did for our own Penacony. They poured their dreams into Penacony to shape the planet into what it is today. Look at this Memoria singularity. 10 Amber Heirs have passed. And out of those who once came here to build Penacony from the ground up, only one despicable old man is left. His friends, his enemies, they're all gone. I must confess to both of you, my wish has been granted. No matter how you see me, no matter how deeply we hated each other in the past, the Holy Grail has recognized your achievements and brought you forth this heroic spirit. Don't you think this is a rather unique reunion of old friends? It's unfortunate that Mikhail, that old rascal...
Mr. Odie, your wish truly If I didn't know you better, I'd almost be swayed by your sweet words. A reunion of old friends. No, it's just another part of your business.
Greedy. Or perhaps I should now address you as Mr. Recker. Is the editing of the footage complete? That is...
I've cut out everything related to the participants' privacy and kept only the most thrilling parts of the Holy Grail War.
That'd be enough for me. You artists always aim to carve your names into art's annals no matter the cost. Too bad those who actually succeed are as rare as the winners of the Holy Grail. I'm not like that. What else can truly measure the effort you've put in apart from coal?
The memories of former heroic spirits are also worthy compensation.
Memories of a flop director like Greedy? Do enlighten me. What worth do those hold?
His memories are indeed positively worthless as a filmmaker, but when it comes to him as a person, those memories are treasure. He has had his struggles, disappointments, and defiance, only to be reduced to another nameless nobody. That man is a symbol of the Penacony of his times, a most ridiculous clown and a most genuine hero. How could I ever miss out on a memory with as many facets as a veritable diamond? But now, I'm more curious about you, sir. You've spent so much money, only to create such an unsightly mess. Aren't you worried you'll end up in disgrace like Grady?
A merchant at my age who still cares about dignity would be an absolute failure.
Oh, in that case, my business here is settled. I'll take my leave.
All right. It's your turn, Miss Osner. I'll sign the declaration to renounce the trademark on your name and all rights to your creative works. Are you happy with that?
Happy? Never. But if you don't carry it through, I'll squeeze your puny neck with every ounce of my strength until I disappear. I'll watch you take your last breath, even if I know it won't actually kill you. Goodbye, Penacony's most successful merchant. There's something I've always wanted to say to you. I wish you were already dead.
Now that's a heartfelt confession. Osner, I do hope your wish comes true one day.
March 7th is always bringing back bizarre and curious things. One time, she even brought back something called a raiding pistol, and it only gave Pom-Pom a single point. Also, watch out for Himiko's coffee. It's the most terrifying beverage Pom-Pom's ever encountered. But please don't ever tell her that to her face.
Is it worse than the tea from Granholm's hometown?
100 times worse.
I'd love to have a try.
And that person is always dragging March 7th into trouble. Pom-Pom had such high hopes for Don Hong, but even he started to follow along now. You passengers are all the same. Mikhail, you're spacing out again. What's going through that head of yours?
Conductor, looks like it's time to say our goodbyes again.
Will you be returning to the Express?
Maybe. I'm just happy to hear that so many people like me have boarded the Express over the years. The nameless come and go. Some find a place they want to stay, while others keep moving forward. Just like the silver rails that never stop. That's the Astral Express. I'm sure the conductor's future will never be lonely. The Holy Grail War is coming to an end,
and wandering souls must return to their rest. I need to go back to Penacony. Mikhail, remember, whether you leave or stay, the Astral Express will always be the home of the Nameless. Pom-Pom will always be here, waiting for your return. It's a deal then, conductor. The next time the Express stops at Penacony, please sound the horn for me, Rosalina, and Tiernan. If we can hear it, then we'll definitely come visit you. It's a promise.
You see, wishes lose their power once spoken aloud.
That does sound like something you'd say. Anyway, the first Holy Grail War orchestrated by Old Odie ended up being the last one. But the Dream Bubble movie, co-produced by Mr. Rekka and Dr. Edward, became a huge hit. Not only did it fill up movie theaters in Epsilon, it even created a new dream-chasing trend throughout the stars. Mr. Odie and the IPC's Penacony branch made quite the fortune from it. As Mr. Adventuring guessed, Odie simply brushed everything off as entertainment when questioned about placing family heads and shareholders in danger. While compensation and lawsuits are inevitable, I suspect he already knew exactly what was coming, even before the Holy Grail was activated. Now, old Odie did say he planned to give you some money, but even he thought that was too crude. So instead, he gave us the most valuable thing from this Holy Grail War. There's something inside the Holy Grail. I think this is a note for you.
Hey, brother, since you all look pretty busy, I headed out with Hook. Big thanks to Mr. Odie for buying this rare trinket I got my hands on. That's how I could afford this spontaneous trip. By the way, aren't you curious what old Sempo's wish to the Holy Grail was? Well, I'm thinking you probably say, no. Aw, come on, bro. You might not be curious, but the audience is still on the edge of... All right, folks, the show's over. But if there's anything still out there that can hear and fulfill my wish, I wish for everyone in the world to be happy, joyful, free, and happy.
Time to test our rapport. Dreams do come true.
There's more to life. Eternal.
The mood is set just right.
Let the show begin!
Every petal in life's garden will be swept away by the wind of time.
Let's improvise.
The Radiant Belt Spar is currently in free fall. It seems to have been caused by a gas explosion due to insufficient training. With thousands of paths open to you, preservation is the most important of them all. Holy Grail War Accidental Insurance Company can guarantee your safety.
Dreams do come true.
Let the show begin!
Eternal. All will be swept away by the wind.
My friends, indulge yourselves! After yet another fierce battle, the Dreamweaver responsible for maintaining the Grand Theater has been sent to the hospital for emergency first aid.
Existence is unity.
First the Grand Theater, now another landmark has fallen. Is this the loss of humanity or the collapse of morality? There are 4 participants left. Perhaps we should settle this war with a heated run of celestial jade instead?
Dreams do come true.
Eternal.
Jump again!
Witness the avalanche! Judgment of eternal winter!
All will be swept away by the wind.
My friends? Indulge yourselves! Jump again!
Know what they promised.
This is too cruel! Thankfully, it was in a dream bubble. Otherwise, they tear through 10 Pentaconis like it's nothing. Want to see the most powerful warriors, class? Then let's hand the stage over to our protagonist.
Confidence. Dreams do come true. The mood is set just right. Jump again!
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
Just like the golden years.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
Existence is unity.
Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live! Set to the seas of flame!
Eternal.
Shall begin!
My friends?
Indulge yourselves!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Enjoying yourself?
Set to the seas of flame!
All will be swept away by the wind.
Until everything burns to ashes! Attack detected! Set to the seas of flame! Fight to live!
Eternal.
Shall begin!
Until everything burns to ashes!
My friends?
Indulge yourselves!
Fight to live!
Existence is unity.